Yes, now welcome to the bulletin. This is News Desk. Let's start with those numbers. And Kenya's total population is 47,564,296. The total male population was established to be 23,548,056, while the female population stands at 24,014,716. This is according to the results of the National Population and Housing Census, which were presented by President Uhuru Kenyatta at State House, Nairobi this morning.
Fellow Kenyans, I am happy to note that this is the first census to be conducted under the 2010 Constitution and was by and large fully funded by my government. This year's census was the first of its kind in Kenya, in that for the first time ever in our history, we fully embraced the use of technology in the census process. I am even prouder to note that the mobile devices used in the census were assembled by our local universities, and the data capture software was internally developed by our own Bureau of Statistics. This exercise also provided temporary employment opportunities, particularly to our young men and women. Fellow Kenyans, the census is an important exercise that facilitates evidence-based planning and decision-making across all spheres of development. The numbers released today that indicate that our population is 47.6 million will go a long way in guiding the successful planning and implementation of government development initiatives, including our Big Four agenda, and this for the benefit of all Kenyans. I do expect, as has been stated by the Director General of the Bureau, that the National Bureau of Statistics will release other census volumes as scheduled, and the results made available to our planners, but also to the Kenyan public.
All right, and I'm sure those statistics are going to be available someplace for you to look at them closely, but let's look at two different contrasting numbers, and that's the 5 most populous counties. And we start off with Nairobi, which has 4.4 million in terms of numbers. We have Kiambu, which is 2.42 million. And that, of course, is expected as we look at now Nakuru, 2.16 million. And we have Kakamega with 1.87 million. Bungoma with 1.67 million. That's the 5 top counties in terms of numbers. And then we have Lamu, which has 0.14 million. We have Isiolo, which has 0.27 million. Samburu with 0.31. Tana River 0.32, and Taita Taveta, which has 0.34. So as expected, Nairobi seems to be the most populous out of that census. And as you can see, we have Lamu as one of the least populous counties according to that census. So if that census is anything to go by, just to look at the most populous again, Nairobi tops the list. Kiambu is also pretty high with 2.42. Nakuru is another with very high numbers, which is 2.16. You have Kakamega with 1.87 and Bungoma with 1.67. That's the 5 most populous counties according to the census 2019. Remember that this is the first census that Kenya is holding after the Constitution, the promulgation of the Constitution 2010. Let's look at the least populous again. one more time before we now go on to other things. And Lamu has 0.14. You have Isiolo with 0.27, Samburu 0.31, Tana River 0.32, and Taita Taveta 0.34. So if this is anything to go by, Lamu seems to be the least populous county according to the census 2019.